everybody, JT Sports, back to you guys with another video. In this video, I'm here with my 2019 NFC East prediction. Going to be doing my prediction for the NFC. We're going to be going from worst to first. So the way I'm doing these, the way that I have these teams in order is by the record that I gave these teams for my 2019-2020 NFL season predictions. So if you guys want to go check that out, it will be a card to that playlist that should be popping up right now. So you guys can go check that out. You can watch all of them, all of the NFC East division, or you can just watch and see the record that I gave your team or whichever team that you want to see record prediction I gave them. So the NFC East, it's an interesting division. You know, you got the New York Giants. They look to be in a little bit of a rebuild mode. They still might be a little bit competitive and they still might shock a lot of people, in my opinion. Then you have the Philadelphia Eagles, who find a way to make it to the playoffs last season despite having a lot of injuries to the secondary. Also, you had Carson Wentz who was injured, and now it's going to be interesting to see because they gave Carson Wentz a new contract. Going to be interesting to see can he stay healthy because if Carson Wentz goes down, that's pretty much the Philadelphia Eagles season right there because you don't have a Nick Foles to come and help you out and lead you to victory. So then you also have the Washington Redskins. They have the Wayne Haskins. I believe he will be the starter there, and they have a very, very good defense. A lot of people are sleeping on the Washington Redskins defense. Very good front seven as well. Then you got the Dallas Cowboys, who are looking to make a Super Bowl run as well, and they have probably one of the best rosters in all of the NFL. And they're right up there with the Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. They're pretty much neck and neck. So let's get into the team that I have at number four. At number four, I have the New York Giants. Now, the New York Giants, I had them at a 6-10 record for the 2019 NFL season in my prediction. And the reason why is because this New York Giants offense, we don't even know who the quarterback is going to be. The head coach, Shermer, already announced that Daniel Jones and Eli Manning are in the quarterback battle, and Daniel Jones is looking ready to be a week one starter. So they're in the quarterback battle there. We don't know who's going to be the starter there, but I don't even think it's going to make a difference, to be honest. If I was the general manager or the head coach of the New York Giants, I would just go ahead and make Daniel Jones the starting quarterback because there's no reason that you would draft a guy with the sixth overall pick if you didn't have any plans to start him this season. I believe that Eli Manning, he could be the starter, but overall, I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel Jones ended up being the day one starter. And this New York Giants roster on the offensive side of the ball, they don't look really bad. The offensive line is better than what it has been the last couple of seasons. They lost Odell Beckham, which is a big blow, but they also have Golden Tate. You got Sterling Shepard there. You also have Evan Ingram, who is a very solid tight end when he's able to stay healthy. You got Saquon Barkley there. But my biggest concern is on the defensive side of the ball. Don't necessarily like the secondary. The secondary is a little bit, and Janoris Jenkins is coming off of maybe his worst season as a pro. Then you got Antoine Bethea back there, who is pretty solid, but he's up there in years as well. You lost Landon Collins, which is he was one of the best safeties in all of the NFL. So the secondary is a big concern. The defensive line, also they got Dexter Lawrence there. So I like the defensive line a little bit, but the New York Giants kind of have a lot of holes that they need to fix before they're able to really even be playoff contenders. But I think they should be able to be competitive, and I had them at number four. At number three, I have the Washington Redskins. I had them at a 6-10 record as well with the New York Giants. And the reason why I had them at number three, I believe they can be better than a 6-10 record. I don't really want people to necessarily pay attention to the record. I really want people to pay attention to where I have these teams ranked at in the division. And I believe the Washington Redskins, they're a little bit of a mystery coming into this NFL season because they have a very good defense. The one of the best defensive lines in all of football. Their defensive line had 20 sacks combined. You also have Ryan Kerrigan there. I believe their secondary is solid. It's not necessarily going to scare you when you look at it on paper. Dominique Rogers-Cromartie, they added him. He's going to be some good depth. They got Landon Collins. They signed him to a big deal in free agency. And they got Josh Norman, who isn't the same cornerback he was a couple of years ago with Carolina, but he's still one of the better cornerbacks in the NFL. And then when we get to the offensive side of the ball, they have a very solid offensive line. They're going to have a very good rushing attack with Darius Geis, Adrian Peterson, and Bryce Love. So it's going to be interesting to see how they get all three of those guys involved in the running game. At the quarterback position, I believe personally that Dwayne Haskins is going to be a starter because look, Jay Gruden, he he's basically in the last year of his contract. So after this year, the Washington Redskins can choose to bring him back or not. And I don't think he would choose to bring in a guy like Dwayne Haskins, considering the stakes that he has to have a very big season. So if you draft a guy top 15, you're not going to be having that guy right on the bench. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And considering the stakes, I believe Jay Gruden would have drafted Dwayne Haskins if he didn't believe he would have been the day one starter. And also, you have Colt McCoy and you have Case Keenum as well. So you could have used that pick and drafted a skill position player, a good wide receiver, or you could have went ahead and drafted another player on the defense side of the ball as well. So the Washington Redskins, I think they're the third best team. They should be better than a 6-10 record. I believe they can be competing for a playoff spot as well. My biggest concern with the Washington Redskins is the wide receiving core. They have a guy like Josh Doxson, who is pretty much their best wide receiver. They drafted McLaurin after Ohio State to go along with his college buddy, Dwayne Haskins. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic to watch. I just need to see a lot more out of the Washington Redskins wide receiving core. And that's a big reason why I have them at number 3 here. Because when Dwayne Haskins is going to have to be able to win these games, like he plays tough games versus the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots, those teams are going to have pretty solid cornerbacks playing on their roster, and I'm going to be interested to see can these Washington Redskins wide receivers create enough separation and actually give Dwayne Haskins some good windows to throw into. So that's going to be a thing to look out for the Washington Redskins. I think they're the third best team in this NFC East division. At number 2, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. Had them with an 11-5 record. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys are pretty much evenly matched. These are two of the best teams in all of football, two of the best teams in the NFC conference as a whole. The Philadelphia Eagles have them at number 2. They added Deshaun Jackson, who gives them a deep threat, a guy who can stretch the field for the Philadelphia Eagles. They also have a guy like Zach Ertz, who is one of the better tight ends in all of football. They got Jordan Howard in a trade with the Chicago Bears. They also selected the running back out of Penn State. I can't think of his name right now. I know it's Miles something. I can't think of his name right now, but he was probably one of the most underrated running backs going into this draft class. He was pretty solid as well. So they're going to have a pretty good rushing attack with him and Jordan Howard. Then also at the wide receiver position as well, they have Alshon Jeffrey as well. They also have Nelson Aguilar, who had a pretty solid year last year. And then they have Carson Wentz back fully healthy. And I believe that this Philadelphia Eagles team is a lot better with a fully healthy Carson Wentz. A lot of people forget that Carson Wentz last season, his numbers last season before he got injured were better than his MVP numbers before he got injured that year as well. So Carson Wentz, I believe that this Philadelphia Eagles team is a lot better with him at the helm. And I think they're going to be the second best team in this division. And at number 1, the Dallas Cowboys. I believe the Dallas Cowboys are one of the best teams in all of football. I believe that they are the best team in this division. And it's not by a close margin. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles, they're up there. But I believe the Dallas Cowboys have a better offensive line. Their defensive line isn't as good as the Philadelphia Eagles, but it's pretty solid. They have a very good wide receiving core as well. They signed Randall Cobb in free agency. They got Jason Witten back. They also have Michael Gallo, who was one of the better wide receivers on this Dallas Cowboys team before the arrival of Amari Cooper. So this Dallas Cowboys offense is going to be pretty good. They also getting Travis Frederick back on the offensive line, who got injured last season and he wasn't able to play. So I believe that this Dallas Cowboys team is going to be very good. I believe that they can make it to the NFC Championship game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they made it to the Super Bowl as well. So I have them at number one. I believe that they are the best team in this division, and that's it for my NFC East division predictions. Let me know what you guys think about my division predictions for the NFC East down in the comment section down below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel down in the comment section down below. Leave your thoughts on this video as well. Share the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. And thanks for watching.